Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello Rachel, hi Nicola, hi Sue, hi Emma, Lauren, Tara, Lynette, hi Kelly, good evening. Oh no. Bar. There we go. Hello, hi Linda, hi Anne, hi Nina. It's Christmas time. It's almost Christmas time, although I must admit I have been very, very Christmas minded, extremely Christmas minded. In fact, let me show you. I was playing around with some new colours for Christmas, which I'm very, very, very excited about. Hello. Oh, I know, Tara, and I just saw the word and now it set me off. I honestly haven't yawned all day. Honestly, haven't yawned once all day. Ugh, never mind. Sue, bless you. Thank you for the stars. And well done, Sue, on your opening. I watched that today. Well done, my lovely. Hello. Okay, so, oh my God, I'm going to yawn again. What is wrong with me? Right. It's like I go live and then all of a sudden something clicks. Like I might look into it. It might be like now it's in a habit thing that my body automatically does it. Because I honestly haven't yawned all day. Hello. Friday night openings. Whoop, whoop. And we're halfway through October. That came about really, really quickly, didn't it? Why won't that shut? That's going to bother my knee if that doesn't shut. Sorry, I've got drawers under... Oh, I've got drawers under here. Sorry, Wendy. There we go. So, halfway through October, normal live opening today. On the website, I have finally moved over the items into the new in section. So the new crystal pendants are available to purchase. They are available in the new in section. Linda, bless you, thank you ever so much for the stars. There's new items been popped in the Christmas section as well. And then of course we've got the Halloween section up there. Mim and Mindy are still here for MIM Spins. Oh. There we go. Sorry, I touched her in a certain way. I had to redo it. It's crazy. So yeah, MIM Spins are still available. Stinky Oysters, I must actually say, Stinky Oysters are starting to go down. So if anybody wanted a stinky oyster, I would say that they might not be on the website for much longer. Yeah, so at the moment I've still got some, but my box that I had has been whittled down quite a bit. So like, yeah, it's, at the moment they're still available, but if anybody was sort of thinking about it, or even maybe like as a stocking gift, oh, that'll be great if opening up a stinker Christmas Day. Oh, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. But yeah, so they are still available for now. The order list has been posted on the page and I've just updated it as well. So there's currently 9 people on the order list. So if anybody would like to order, you can do so. There's still space available for today. Aaron, I just realised that my oyster bag is a little bit low and my oyster delivery has arrived. So Aaron, bless him, is just literally unpacking that for me. He's just pouring it all into, it comes in like a box, so he's just pouring it into a bag for me just in case I need to top this up and then I can store them properly later. Bless him. So he's not happy about that. Sorry. Right, I think that's everything. So only mystery oysters available today, I'm afraid. Again, it's because I forgot my oyster situation. I forgot that this was running low. I forgot that I needed to get the other ones out. So I do apologise, but yeah, only mystery oysters. Oh gosh, Carol. Can you please send on my love, Carol? I hope she's okay. Healing thoughts and everything as well. Bless her. Oh, right. So, what's going on here? Shall we get started for this evening and then we can go from there? Up first today is Dawn Brabner. Dawn, are you here? Hello, good evening. Welcome to everybody joining. I'm currently looking for Dawn, is it Brabner? Dawn, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. That will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else, oh no, I can see Dawn there. Thank you for commenting on her comment, my lovely. Okay, so Dawn, can you have the witch and donut your shells? You are ready to go. So you do have a Mims Spins. We've just gone across to Mim there. Oh, and I've just realised my oyster camera is gone wee. Oh no, I've just knocked all my cameras over. Oh. I do apologise. Give me just 1 second to see if I can fix this. There's that one. Nope. I didn't mean to show you that, but that's fine. There's that one. Okay. So going back across to Mim, you'd like to have the witch and to donate your shells. So if we go and have a look for the witch here she is. If I bring you down. Okay, so in here I can see that you have got a pendant, Dawn. Now this pendant is the hop pendant, I believe it's called, and it is the silhouette of a rabbit. So as you can see, it's very reflective there. It is silver, but as you can see, it's just reflected everything. So that's actually the camera eye there. How strange is that? But it is the silhouette of a rabbit. So it's the same on both sides. It just depends on which way you want the rabbit to be facing. Now this one, let me just turn it back around. This one comes with one oyster opening. And if you choose to have the pearl on the jewellery, it would sit towards the top of the jewellery and would be able to move around. But you don't have to have the pearl on there if you don't want to. Okay, so that's the rabbit. However, if we go back across to Mim's Pot of Mischief and dive in here, you've got an extra oyster opening. She's starting off nicely for us this evening. So Dawn, that means you've got 2 oyster openings altogether. I hope you're happy with that. So you're going to keep the pendant, 2 oyster openings, and then like I say, you get to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. 1 and 2. Let me get these open for you. Okay. Mystery oyster number 1. You've got quite a nice sharp pop there. And in your first oyster, there's your mother of pearl. And you are twinning. Starting off with twinning pearls from your first oyster. Now these look like they are darker chocolate twins here. Let me just have a closer look for you. They are indeed beautiful darker chocolate twins. Okay, moving on to your second oyster. So this is the bonus one from MIM Dawn. And we've got a softer pop there. Oh, and you've got a slight runaway. So there's your mother of pearl. You've got a runaway. However, I can see that in here you have got a second pearl again. So that means you are twinning for a second time. And there's no more in that one. Now, because MIM has not said so, you can swap these pearls if you're not happy with them, Dawn. Okay, your second set of twins. Now, they're very similar, but they are a dark purple. So you can definitely see one's a chocolate and one has got that purple to him, or to them, I should say. Now, I will need to know if you'd like a pearl on or off the jewellery. If on, what colour you would like. And then also, if you're happy with these colours, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can swap one or all of them. It's completely up to you. If I run them through the board, chocolate twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Chocolate twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then purple twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And purple twin number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. So again, measuring the same size there. What do you think, and what would you like to do? Swap a chocolate for a red and a purple for a TARDIS blue. Blue on the pendant. Okie dokie. So one chocolate, one purple, one red. Keeps moving. Oh, I think, no, I grabbed the black cherries there. Let me grab you the burgundy reds instead. They're right next to each other. I know they're so similar, but the burgundy reds, they are just slightly brighter than the black cherries. And then TARDIS blue. And then you'd like to have the blue on the pendant. So if you just have a look here for me and let me know if those colours are okay. And then of course if that blue's the correct shade. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Bab. Just set Mim off. So yeah, are those red and blue okay? Let me bring you back up. Where are you? There we go. They're beautiful. Perfect. Okay. Oh, let me take the swaps out, otherwise I nearly left those in the sand then. And I'm just going to write down that you'd like to have the blue on the jewellery. so blue on there. Now you also get a trick or treat as well. So with your trick or treat, you have got a trick. So that does mean that there's nothing on the back of that one, Dawn. But I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. And thank you ever so much for the donations with your shells as well. Oh, I'm glad you do, Dawn. I'm glad you do. I quite enjoy this game as well, I'm not going to lie. Oh, that's just hitting that. Let me move that across. There we go. I'm just going to double check that you guys can still see that on Mims. Yeah, I think you can. Perfect. Right, up next then today is Hannah Rose. Hannah, are you here? There we go, sorry about that. Right, Hannah Rose. Hannah, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And of course, if anyone else can see Hannah, please comment on the comments. It will bring it forward so I can see. Good evening, Penny. I'm fine, thank you. I hope you are well as well. Madeline, hello, I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're well, my lovely. I know, Amy, I know. I've had to change my mouse today. I've got rollerball mouses, or mice. Is it mice even though it's not a mouse? I've got rollerball ones, and the one I normally use in here kept sticking no matter what I did, so I had to change it for my old one, which is normally used in the house now. So it's a lot smaller, so I keep going to grab my mouse and yeah, almost missing it because it's a lot smaller. My other one sort of towered and this one's like down. I can't see oh no, I can see Hannah. Why can't I see everybody today? Hannah, Sue, thank you for everyone. Sue, Tara, Cara, Jutta, Linda, thank you for commenting on Hannah's comment there. I honestly don't know why Facebook's filtering it, but Hannah, hello. You have got 1 Mims Spins, so let's go across. And you would like to have the Hungry Ghost and keep your shells, and you're hoping for something pretty. Okay, so let's go. Oh, Hungry Ghost is right at the front there. Let's go down. You have got a bracelet. Oh, so this is one of the new bracelets on the website. It is an adjustable black cord bracelet, so you just loosen it by pulling it tight. It goes quite large there, as you can see. But then to make it smaller, you just pull both the knots either side, and again it can go smaller. To make it smaller, you can sort of pull them one at a time, and then it goes quite small as well. So it is quite nice with the sizing with this one. The actual bracelet itself, the detail is the Eternal Bee. So this has the eternal sign, so eternal symbol, I should say. But then on the centre, so I'm just going to get focus for you. The centre of that symbol, you have got a bee. So his wings are doesn't like my gloves today, I see. Let me grab the board. There we go. So the wings of the bee are going along one side of the symbol and the body has sort of landed on the opposite side. Now this one comes with one oyster opening and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery here. Okay, so it is lovely. Now if you have the pearl on, it sits on either one of the sides of the charm there. Love, love. Oh, I'm glad you're happy with that one, Hannah. However, as you know, let's go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief and dive in. I'm actually just going to move this. Mim's put some of her clothing in and I feel like I'm going to derobe her if I pull that. So I've just moved that to the side. Sorry, Mim. Okay, so let's go back across and here, swap all of your pearls for different colours to what comes out of the oyster. You nearly bought the bee one the other day. Oh, I love that. So I'm glad you're happy with the bracelet, and that comes with one oyster opening. So now whatever pearl or pearls come out of that oyster, Hannah, you have to swap all of them. So you cannot keep what comes out of the oyster. So I hope in a way it's a colour that you're not as fond of, so that way you when you swap it, it'll be okay. And then you'll swap it for colours of your choice. That's the main thing. You get to swap it for colours of your choice. And then of course you can let me know if you'd like to have that pearl on or off the jewellery. Okay, so let me just pop this in here, then I'll grab your oyster for you, and we're going to keep your shells as well. Now what I'll say is there a certain colour that you're hoping not to see? That way you can swap it out and be happy with the swap. Your mystery oyster. Lighter pop there. We're happy with at least, you can keep the bracelet. Oh, bless you. Well, I'm glad you're happy with the bracelet. Oh, okay. So this one, I'm going to clean the shells in just a moment. There's the mother of pearl. And I can see a pearl here. Now this is a two-tonal apple green. So I will show you the two-tonalness with the green, but we do have to swap him out there. There's no more in this one, so I'm just going to clean up the shells for you, then we'll have a closer look at the pearl. A yellow you would think would look pretty with the bracelet. I agree. I think a yellow would match the bracelet beautifully. And you could swap for a yellow now if you wanted to, because you do have a two-tonal green. So I'll show you the green. It's pastel and then brighter green as you go around there. Okay. I'll measure him, but we do have to swap him out. Can you just confirm, is it a yellow that you would like to swap in? The green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And Lisa, hello. Thank you ever so much for the stars there, my lovely. Very, very kind of you. I've gone for a sunshine yellow. Oh, hello, Mim. A nice bright sunshine yellow. Okay, so have a look at that one there. Would you be happy with that one? Great minds. Oh, I know. I thought I'd just get one out just in case. Obviously, it can always be put back. So just confirm for me, are you happy with that yellow? And then if so, just confirm as well that it is going on the bracelet. Obviously, if you don't want it on there, you don't have to have it on there. but I think I'm assuming, is that the right word, that you'd like it on there. Yes, on the bracelet, and we're happy with the yellow. Perfect. Let me just pop that on here. And I've wrapped up your shells as well. So let's do your trick or treat. And in here, you have got a treat. You have got a 15% off code for the website. So if you would like to order, I need to make these, so I'm going to have to make these the right way round at some point, because it bothers me as well. If you'd like to order again in the future, you'll have a 15% off code you can use, and that will get emailed across for you tomorrow, my lovely, to the email address that's in the order form. Again, I hope you're happy with everything there, and that's safe up there for you. There we go. Okay, let's top this one back up again. You're very, very welcome. Right, up next then today is Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? Rachel, hello, hello, hello. I think I saw an email come in from, oh no, that's from somebody else. I do apologise. Okay, so Rachel, we'll do your MIM Spins first, and then you've got a oyster opening with your Iceman jewellery. So we'll do all the oyster openings together at the end, if that's okay, my lovely. So, with your MIM Spins, if we go across to Mim, which character would you like? Oh! Oh no! Oh, sorry, Mim. My tea got caught, like, stuck on my... I have, oh no! I have, like, these I bought it from a homemade business, tile coasters, and my tea got caught on, like, stuck on it with the heat. Not the heat, but I don't know what makes it stick. And I've just dropped it, and now I've just broke the tile. Oh, I'm gutted. I might be able to Mod Podge that back together because the cork's still holding it. I'm gutted. Sorry, I just thought I'd show you why I was like, oh no. Oh, bless you, Hannah. Oh. That's fine. Can you have the grumpy cat, please, and donate the shells? You can indeed. Now, he's at the front here already. They keep being at the front, whatever ones you guys are going to pick. Okay. So, Mr. Grumpy Cat, Rachel. Ooh, you have got a pendant here. This pendant, I don't know if it's still on the website or not. And it is an animal pendant, so we would have found it in the animal pendant section. And it comes with one oyster opening where the pearl does need to go on the pendant here. Oh, bless you, Catherine. Thank you. Does super glue hold up under the heat at all? Now this pendant, I'm just going to drop it down slowly so the words aren't in the way on this. There we go. So this is the dolphin. So overall it's an oval and your pearl gets set down here. Now if you look here, if I hold it this way, the dolphin is actually leaping up. So when the pearl's there, it's like the dolphin is about to jump over the pearl. If you can see how that placement is. Again, I'm just going to show you on that side. So the dolphin is coming out of the pendant and about to leap over your pearl, which sits at the bottom here. So I hope you're happy with that one. But let's go back across to Mim's Pot of Mischief and see what she says here. Oh, bless you. Well, I'll definitely try gluing it back together. I love my coasters. Right, so I think that's, oh no, I had two, but now I've got one. So in here, have a bonus red pearl. She is indeed being nice today. So that means you get to keep this pendant. Let me just come across to the reds. You get a bonus red pearl. Now you can put this pearl on the pendant if you want to, or you can just have it as a loose pearl. You just cannot swap this red. So this red is yours. If you get pearls out of the oyster that you'd like to swap, that is doable. Now we can do that. Just this red is yours. So I hope you're happy with the red and of course with the pendant itself. So a pearl definitely needs to go on there, which means that comes with one oyster opening, and then you've got another oyster opening with your other item of jewellery. So 2 openings altogether, and you'd like to donate your shells. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for at all, Rachel? There's 1. And 2. So oyster number 1, lighter pop there, and there's your mother of pearl. And oyster number 1, oh, is that one in there as well? I don't know, let me have a squidge. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought I might have saw 5 then, but no, having a squidge around, there's definitely 4 in there. So you are quadding with your first oyster. So already we're going to have lots of selection for that pendant. So the colours you have got here are a hot pink. I'm just going to move this red up. There we go. Hot pink, a chocolate, a TARDIS blue, and a lighter autumn peach. So hot pink, chocolate, TARDIS blue, and lighter autumn peach. And then moving on to your oyster number 2. So again, this one is your mystery oyster. Oh, quite a nice louder pop there. And oh, and you've got a runaway. There's your mother of pearl. I did break this shell here as I opened him, so I do apologise for that. Sometimes if they've already got a crack, they can break upon opening. So you've got 1 there, and you're twinning. There's no more in there. Now the camera went really bright then, didn't it? But hopefully you saw that second one come out. Twinning, and it definitely looks like they are bridal white twins. Visually they may be slightly different in sizes. So you may have one slightly larger, one slightly smaller, but I will measure them at the end for you. Rachel, what do you think to these, my lovely? Now, of course, we have to keep the red, but with the others, if you're not happy, we can swap them for you. And then I'll definitely need to know which colour you'd like to have on that pendant. So we've got your red at the top, bright pink, chocolate, TARDIS blue, lighter autumn peach, and twinning bridal whites. If I run them through the board, your red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. TARDIS Blues, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. The Chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the Pink's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Bridal White number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And Bridal White number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. So they are measuring slightly different sizes there. Swap the chocolate for bright watermelon. I'm going to do this as I read it, if that's okay. So swap the chocolate. Yeah, we've definitely still got spaces available for today. So if anybody would like to order or has ordered, I'll do an updated order list as we go. Okay. So chocolate for bright watermelon. The pink for a icy blue. And then the whites, the whites, one for a pale yellow and one for a blurple. Okie dokie. I've gone for the pastel yellows, which are very, very light. And a blurple. Now in my blurples pot I do have blues. No, I do have blurples and purples mixed in here. Okay, so if you have a look here, Rachel, just have a look to see if all those colours that I've swapped in are okay for you. So I've taken out the chocolate, the pink and both the whites. And then I've added in the bright watermelon, the icy blue, the pastel yellow and the blurple. And then if you're happy with those, you'd like to have the icy blue on the dolphin. That's perfect. Just confirm for me though if those shades are okay for you. I'm just going to bring you back up, but if they're not, we can go back down again and swap them out. Love them. Perfect. Okay, so icy blue on the dolphin and then the other pearls in here. Okay, so Rachel, my lovely, I hope you'll be happy with everything there, and thank you for the donations with your shells. Let me do your trick or treat. Oh, I know I heard one drop then, so let's pop that back in there. Your trick or treat, and you have got a trick. That means there's nothing on that nothing with that one, my lovely. But like I said, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. And you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Okay. That brings us to up next this evening is Emma Favel. Emma, are you here? I do still have spaces available for today, yes. So if anybody would like to order, I'll be doing an updated order list shortly. Emma, hello, hello, hello. Thank you, Sue, for commenting on Emma's comment there. So Emma, you have got a Mims Spins if we go across to her page for you. And let me just click on that comment just so I can see everything you've said there. So can you have the confused pumpkin and donate the shells? Of course you can. So the confused pumpkin here. Oh, it looks like the cat is going to fall off. That cat really doesn't like staying on. Let me just... I might have to prop him up with backing as well as himself because he keeps coming off. Right, the confused pumpkin is this one, all entangled in the bottom there. There we go. So let's bring you back down, Emma. Oh, there we go. So your confused pumpkin. Ooh, you have got the bangle bracelet, Emma. This one can move slightly, obviously, so you can pop it on. It's 925 silver. This one holds hoop fittings, so any charms or pearls on hoop fittings, and it comes with one oyster opening where the pearl will go on the hoop fitting, where you can add and take away on this bangle. To get them on, you unscrew the ball at the top here. It has a quite nice long thread where you thread it onto. Post on your hoop fitting on the pearl, and then screw the ball back up again. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one, Emma. Of course, you don't have to have the pearl on the hoop fitting. You can have the pearl loose if you wanted to. But there is that one. Oh, bless you, Tara. However, Emma, let's go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief for you. And we've got this one here, which says... Oh, there we go. Oh, have a bonus red pearl. So we had this one out a moment ago. Like I've said before, we don't put the same cards back in again. Definitely not on the same live. So this is a different card. There may be a few of each card in there. There's a different amount of each one, actually. And there was new ones added yesterday. So there is new cards in MIM as well. Now this is your red pearl here. So I hope you're happy with this one. You won't be able to swap this colour out, but you can choose to have it on the jewellery if you wanted to. And that means you do get to keep this bangle, Emma. So I hope you're happy with this bangle, my lovely. Now that comes with one oyster opening. You get to keep the bracelet. Yay, she is being nice actually, isn't she? Again, it makes me worried. And you've said to donate your shells. Emma, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Oh, Jutta, you beat me to it. Thank you ever so much, my lovely. Right, your mystery oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, Emma, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see here you are quinting. You have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pearls in your one oyster here. Oh. Which means, oh, run away. Beautiful selection of pearls here. Now, if you wanted to, like I said, you can have one of these on that hoop fitting, which will go onto that bangle. Or you don't have to have any pearls on there if you don't want to. You've got an icy blue, a TARDIS blue, a blush pink, a gold, and a darker gunmetal grey. And then, of course, that bonus red as well. So 6 pearls altogether. So red at the top, icy blue, TARDIS blue, blush pink, pastel gold, and gunmetal grey. Let me run these through the board for you. So your red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Icy Blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. TARDIS Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Blush Pink is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He's an 8. Pastel Gold is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the Gunmetal is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. Emma, what do you think to these? If you're happy with these, again, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can indeed swap them for you, all but the red. And then I will need to also know if you'd like to have a pearl on or off the jewellery, my lovely. Can you have the red on the bracelet and be invoiced for blush pink on a hoop? Of course you can. Let me write this down for you. So we're going to have red on there, an invoice for blush pink on a hoop as well. Now that invoice, that will get sent across for you to the email address that's on the order form, and that should get sent across tomorrow for you. Okay. So I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Oh, Wendy, I was glad you're happy then, my lovely. And you will be added on for tonight's order list. That's not a problem. Emma, let's do your trick or treat as well. And in here, you have got a 15% off code. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 15% off code that you can use. And that will also get emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form, Emma. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. And I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. Okay, perfect. And up next today is Margaret Cooper. Margaret, are you here? Hello, 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 hello. Margaret, hello, my lovely. Now what we'll do, my lovely, is we'll do your 2 oyster openings first and then your MIM spins afterwards, if that's okay. Just because you do have the 2 oysters and 2 MIM spins. If we do them slightly separately, I think that may be better if that's okay, my lovely. So I'll just wait to just double check with you. And then if so, we'll grab your oysters. Oh, Dawn, I'm glad you're happy with it. So if you've received it today, today's Friday, and the postal runs this week were on Monday and Tuesday. So actually that's not too long a wait to what I thought it was. I thought it was slightly longer than that at the moment. So that's not too bad. So this is Mim and this is Mindy. So they may voice up and say hello. Well, we never know. They jump on us. That's no problem, Margaret. Okay, so you've got 2 oysters to start with then. So 1 and 2. Is there certain colours that you're hoping for with these ones? And would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? So 2 mystery oysters. Let's go down. would you like to keep or would you like to donate? So in here, you've got a lighter pop there. Ooh, there is your mother of pearl. And you've got quite a nice brighter lavender, I think I'm going to say. So lavender is slightly darker than a lilac purple. There's no more in that one. Oh, I didn't see. I'm going to pop the shell there, but if you'd like to keep them, I know which one it is, so I can grab it back again. Ah, donate the shells. Perfect. And you're hoping for lilacs or blush pinks. Oh, wow. So your first pearl out is a colour that you're possibly hoping for, just slightly darker than a lilac, but it's so, so close in colour. And then moving on to your oyster number 2. So we've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And then in here, oh, and there's no more in that one. So you've got a darker silver purple with this one. So he's a base silver, but he does have a slight purple overtone to him. So you can see base silver there and slight purple overtone. Now, obviously, if you wanted to swap these, we can do so if you wanted to have evens. If you wanted to match this lavender purple, there is going to be a wait. Obviously, if you don't mind waiting for a colour swap, then that's absolutely fine. I can pop you on the list. If you prefer not to wait, and you wanted to swap, I would advise going more for the blush pinks, because I definitely do have those available. Or, of course, a different colour if you'd like to change your mind on that as well. Or if you're happy with these, you get to keep them as well. So it's all up to you, my lovely. So the silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the lavender purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Oh, bless you, Christine. Oh, Wendy, I hope it moves on soon. I hate having a sore throat. I don't do Edison pearls, Kay, no, I'm afraid. I do actually have an Edison cage pendant. It's not on the website, but I got the sizing wrong and then I decided to keep them. But no, I don't sell the Edison pearls, I'm afraid. Of course, Margaret. Let me grab some blush pinks for you then, so you can just have a look. Oh, how did I do that? I dropped 3. 2 landed in the lid and 1 on this in the sand. Now let's get that one's lovely. It's weird. I get drawn to the pearls as I pour them out, and then I'm like, oh, let's try and match that one instead of all of the other ones which are available. Just give me a second. There we go. So if you have a look at these here for me. What do you think to those two? You happy with that shade? And then of course those to go on the jewellery. Yes, perfect. So Margaret, you also then have 2 Mims Spins. So if we go across to Mim, which 2 characters would you like here? I have Carol. I had it at the same time, my lovely. I had it on Monday, and other than the achy arm, nothing else to report as of yet. Can you have the scary pumpkin? Yes, indeed. Here he is. And the happy bat. Happy bat. Auto predict is brilliant, isn't it? So the happy bat. So let's bring you straight back down. So if we do happy bat, no, I thought so. That's absolutely fine, Margaret. If we do your scary pumpkin first. And in here, so in the scary pumpkin, you have got a bracelet. Okay, so with this bracelet, again, it's on our adjustable black cord bracelets. They can go larger or smaller. Now this one is the Rise from the Flames bracelet. It's got a beautiful, let me get this focused, I'm just getting slightly closer. Beautiful phoenix on this one with so much detail on both sides. Are we going to get this focused, do we think? There we go. So, phoenix on both sides. If I turn him around, look at all that detail. Now this one comes with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl can go on or off the jewellery. Now because this one has the tail, this one sort of sits pointing down the wrist, so I quite like it because of the way it sits on the wrist, if you like, because it sort of sits like this. So it is lovely. So I hope you're happy with that one, Margaret. However, before we get too comfortable, if we go back across to Mim and dive in, I'm actually just going to push these ones in first. Thank you, Aaron. You okay? Good. So in here, put that jewellery back and try again. Oh no, so that means we can't keep the phoenix. We have to put it back and try again. So I'll take you back to Mim. I'm going to pop this jewellery back, Which new character would you like, Margaret? Oh, Mim. Oh, Mim. She is indeed a tricky lady. The witch. Perfect. So, oh, the witch is right here. So whatever is in this one is your one. So again, let's bring you back across. So Mrs. Witch. We did indeed, Penny. Okay, so, oh, you've got a pair of earrings. Now these earrings, you can have the pearls on or off the jewellery, and they come with 2 oyster openings. They are hook back earrings here. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, they are the Hallows earrings. If I zoom in on one, so they are the Deathly Hallows symbols. You've got the cloak, the wand, and the resurrection stone earrings. Oh. We've actually got the matching pendant to this on the website as well. If you choose to have the pearls on the jewellery, they sit in front of the Hallows there. So you sort of have that triangle coming out from behind the pearls. Or, like I say, you don't have to have the pearls on there, but you definitely do get 2 oyster openings with those. So I hope you're happy with your first one. And then moving on to the Happy Bat. Oh, I love that, Margaret. I'm glad you're happy with them. Happy Bat. Oh, okay. So in here you have got a crystal pendant. So this one comes with 1 oyster, and with this one you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. Now this is one of our warrior heart pendants, and this is in a light blue crystal. So overall it's a crystal heart, and it's got the warrior bail at the top here. The bail itself can move around, so as I'm holding it, it may not sit straight, but as it hangs it would sort of sit more central. And then it's got that gorgeous light blue, depending on where the light catches it, whether it goes into that slightly deeper blue or not. Again, if you chose to have the pearl on this one, it would sit towards the top and it could move around there. But again, we do have to go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief. If I dive in, is that one? And you have an extra oyster opening. Okay, so you get to keep the pendant and you get an extra oyster opening alongside that pendant. Okay, so Hallows earrings comes with 2 oyster openings. The pendant comes with 1, and then you get that bonus making it 2 as well. So that's 4 altogether. And then of course, you can have the pearls on or off with both items. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate these shelves, my lovely? So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's get these open for you. Mim making up for it. Maybe she felt bad taking the Phoenix away. So 1, 2, 3, and there we go, there's 4. Donate the shells again. Okay, perfect. Now, is there certain colours you're hoping for with these ones? Mystery Oyster number 1. Oh, quite a nice deep pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. Now I can see, let's squidge him out, you have got a TARDIS blue, and there's no more in that one. So a TARDIS blue pearl to start with. which would actually go really nicely with that crystal pendant if you was thinking of having pearls on the jewellery. Moving on to oyster number 2. Ooh, lighter pop there. Ooh, and in here you've got 1 runaway. 2, 3, 4, 5. You are quinting. Before I just, can you see the where all the pearls were sitting there? Let me just have a squidge in here as well. Thinking for reds for the earrings and blue for the pendant. Okay, so there's no more in that one. So 5 pearls from your second oyster there. Let's go through these colours as well for you. You've got a lighter coral and then a slightly brighter coral, so 2 different shades. You've got a silvery sea green, a 2-tonal silvery purple, and a darker gunmetal grey. So light and then slightly darker coral, silver sea green, 2-tonal silver purple, and a darker gunmetal grey. You've got such a gorgeous collection of colours there already. Moving on to your next oyster, lighter pop there. Oh. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And look at this. So I can see multiple pearls here again. 1, 2, and 3. Margaret, you have got triples. You've got 3 pearls in your third oyster, 3 for 3. Now these colours look slightly 2-tonal, so if I show you around the pearl, the first one is a 2-tonal lemon yellow, so you've got lighter and darker colours as you go around there. Second one is a 2-tonal apple green. Now this one's a pastel apple green with slight brighter areas. I know it's quite hard to see on the camera there because it's so light, but it definitely has the green in him. And then this one is a 2-tonal icy blue. So again, lighter and brighter blues there. So a triple oyster with all 2-tonal pearls. And then moving on to your last oyster. Lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And this one I can see a pearl right at the top. And there's no more in that one. And you've got a single icy blue. Again, a beautiful colour for that pendant. So I've popped both single pearls at the top. The following is your 5 and then your 3. So at the top you've got your TARDIS blue and icy blue. Then we've got light coral, darker coral, silver sea green, 2-tonal silver purple and a darker gunmetal grey, 2-tonal lemon yellow, 2-tonal apple green and 2-tonal icy blue. What do you think to these, Margaret? If you're happy, of course, I'll just need to know which ones you'd like where, if you'd like them on. And if not, we can, of course, swap them. The single icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, oh, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The TARDIS blue's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. Lighter corals, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Slightly darker coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Silver sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The 2-tonal silver purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. 2-tonal lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. 2-tonal apple green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And 2-tonal icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, He's an 8 as well. Okay, Margaret, what do you think? What would you like to do? It was your lavender, wasn't it? So normally with obviously the lavenders, I say no because there is a weight on them. I say no because obviously we have to ask the people on the waiting list. But it was your lavender. It's just because I've popped your other pearls away, but we opened them in just a moment. So yes, I say we can swap that out or swap it back in if you like, because it was your pearl from this opening. Does that make sense? So normally it's a no, but on this it's a yes because yeah. I hope that makes sense. So corals for reds, blue on the pendant, and then swap the grey for the purple. Okay, can you just confirm, are you happy with those reds there? Then of course I've added that purple back in again. No, it's not a problem at all, my lovely. Like I said, because it was your pearl from the same opening, then it's not a problem. And that's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so let me just write all this down for you. Of course, you've got all the other pearls are yours as well. If you ever see me just sort of do that really quick look up, it's because I'm terrified now that I show that if I accidentally click the mouse, it brings the camera back down. And obviously, if I bring this in to write on it, I don't want the camera to be down. So if you see me sort of do a huh, it's because I'm just making sure the camera is up. So let me write this down. On the pendant, we're going to have the blues, and on the earrings, we're going to have the reds. Okay, if we do your trick or treat as well for you, Margaret. And in here, you have got a treat. You've got a 10% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 10% off code that you can use, and that will get emailed across for you tomorrow, my lovely. I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, and I've popped that safe up there for you. Oh, bless you, Lorna. Margaret, you're very, very welcome, my lovely. Okay. Oh, no, there we go. That means... Oh, bless you, Donna. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us again. Up next today is Linda Southam. Linda, are you here? Linda, hello. Linda, I did email back, my lovely. So what we'll do, if it's okay with you, is we'll do your MIM Spins first. And then are you able, while we're doing the MIM Spins, are you able to have a look quickly at that email? And so when you see the email, you'll know what I mean. and then we'll do all your oyster openings for the jewellery and the loyalty cards after MIM Spins. Would that be okay? So like I said, we'll do MIM Spins now. If you quickly have a look at that email, because I emailed back sort of straight away, and then we can definitely add it on if you can do it that way, if that's okay. So if you have a quick peek there for me. So with your MIM Spins, which character would you like? Mim's hands look wrong. Oh no, why? So we're just waiting to see, Linda, which which Mims, silly me. Oh, it's an easy thing, it's an easy mistake to make. It's absolutely fine. I just needed that to be sent across, bless you. Skellington. Oh, and he's at the front here as well. I keep doing that, spinning it to where it's going to land. So strange. Right, so the waving skeleton for you. And in here, you have got a pair of earrings. Now these earrings are, I can't remember what they're called. They are earrings with moonstone though. They are hookback earrings. They come with 2 oyster openings, but you can choose to have the pearls on or off the jewellery. Now these ones also have 2 different placements for the pearls if you wanted them on here. Okay, so. Oh Linda, I'm so sorry, just opened up the skeleton. I thought you was there. I literally just opened up the skeleton and was just about to show the earrings. So I haven't pulled out her card or anything like that. So these earrings, they've got 3 moonstones on the bottom of them. Okay, you've got this larger tear shape in the centre with interlocking design in the middle, and if you chose to have pearls on these ones, they could either be at the top here, so it sort of hangs right in the centre of the top of the teardrop, or you can have it so it sort of sits and hangs along the stones at the bottom. Okay, so you can have pearls on or off, and I personally can see an owl in these. I know it's strange, but I can see this is the head, and then these are the owl's eyes, and a little bit in the middle is the owl's nose, and then we move down into I can't not see the owl, but yeah, so you can have the pearls on or off. However, let's go back across to Mim's Pot of Mischief and see what we have in here. So you have got, have another go and keep both prizes. Okay, so Linda, you definitely get to keep these earrings. So I hope you're happy with those, and that comes with 2 oyster openings. And then you get to pick another one and keep both prizes. So let's go back across. Which extra character would you like, my lovely? She is indeed. Here you are. Okay, so let's bring you straight across again. Scary pumpkin. And in here, you have got a bracelet, so earrings and a bracelet here. Now this bracelet comes with one oyster opening. It's our cord adjustable bracelet, and this is the infinity sign. So we've seen an infinity sign today already. However, this one has got a feather on him. So part of his curve with the infinity sign has got, oh, they've got the earrings on. I'm just going to pop those down. Has got the feather. Oh, so sorry. There we go. Again, you can have pearls on or off this, Linda, so it's going to be up to you. So this one comes with one oyster opening, and the earrings come with 2. I hope you're happy with that, my lovely. Would you like to keep, or would you like to donate the shells? And is there certain colours that you're hoping for? So 1, 2 and 3 oysters there. And 3. Okay, so oyster number 1. Quite a nice sharp pop there. Donate the shells, perfect. So oyster number 1, there's your mother of pearl. And I can actually see straight away, Linda, you are twinning. And you're twinning with gorgeous, brighter coral twins there. There's no more in that one. Okay, so now visually they may be slightly different sizes. I will of course measure them, but colour-wise they are pretty spot on. I do think, yeah, they are measuring. They will measure slightly different, or they definitely are visually. Gorgeous corals to start with. Moving on to oyster number 2, quite a nice deeper pop there. And in this one, there's a little bit of a pearl blister on the inside of that shell. And if we have a squidge, you've got a darker pearl, and there's no more in that one. This one is a two-tonal. Now, he looks like he's a chocolate. I'm going to say two-tonal chocolate because he goes lighter and darker there as you go around. Almost goes into like a silvery tone, but I think it is just the darker chocolate giving off that sort of, yeah, almost silvery tone with the deepness of it. Moving on to your last oyster, and a sharp pop again there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here you've got a pastel apple green, and there's no more in that one. Okay, perfect. So twinning corals, a two-tonal chocolate and a lighter apple green. What do you think to these, Linda? Now again, both items, the earrings and the bracelet, you can have pearls on or off. So if on, I'll just need to know which ones. Oh, you've got your loyalty cards as well. So do you want me to do those now, or so you can see all the colours together? Or do you want me to do those afterwards? we've got twinning corals, a two-tonal chocolate and a green, and then with your loyalty cards as well, 1, 2 and 3, and then of course we can go through all the colours at the end. Sorry, I know we have to remind me sometimes. Oh, I looked up and I was like, oh no, I remember. Right, your next oyster then. Lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see a burgundy red. Quite a nice brighter burgundy red there. There's no more in that one there. There's your burgundy red. Oh no, Linda, don't be silly. It's so easily done. Honestly, so easily done. It's not a problem. Moving on to your next oyster. Oh. There's your mother of pearl. And, oh, a runaway darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So he is definitely quite dark. Possibly got some blue in him. Oh, I wouldn't say he's a full midnight blue, but we can definitely see, or I'm hoping you can see, that hint of blue he's got there. And then moving on to your last oyster. Quite a nice sharp pop there again. Oh wow, there's your mother of pearl. What's that? Oh wow, what's that gem called? There's no more on that one. Tiger Eye. This one is a two-tonal chocolate, and do you know that Tiger Eye stone? Instantly I thought of that because, oh my gosh, the colourings of him. Let me show you. Oh, come on. Nope, let me. Can you see what I mean? It's got that sort of tiger eye tone, so it's lighter and darker chocolates. He's lovely. Right, so you've got twinning corals, darker two-tonal chocolates, apple green, burgundy red, darker gunmetal grey of that blue tone, and then I'm going to call it the tiger eye brown as well. So, if you're happy with these, Linda, which ones would you like where? Or if you don't want them on the jewellery, that's fine, and of course we can swap them. Coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7, so they are measuring slightly different sizes. Two-tonal chocolates, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Pastel apple greens, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The red is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Dark gunmetal with the hint of blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And tiger eyes, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. And I just want to show you him again because he is a gorgeous. I mean, if I just readjust. When I open the pearl, when I open the oyster, oh, it's that bit there that I saw. Where is it? I think I saw that. No. Oh, I can't find that bit. This bit, which is like almost like a three-tonal section of the pearl. So hard to show you. There. Dark, light, dark. That's what made me think of it straight away. It's lovely. But, Linda, what do you think? Dark blue on the bracelet, nothing on the earrings. Okie dokie. And just confirm for me, are you happy with all the pearls there? There's no swaps at all? Oh, I still missed an oyster, Linda. Yeah. Oh, I was just looking like, wait a minute. I was meant to do it all together. You do have a pendant too. Oh, I missed an oyster. So sorry. Right, let's grab you another one. Oh, what is going on? At least it... Oh gosh, right, okay, so now your last oyster, my lovely. Lighter pop there. Oh, it's a good one. There's your mother of pearl. You are quadding. No, you're not. You are quinting. You have got 5 pearls in this one, and there's no more in there. Oh. Similar tones to the last quint we had. There is a difference, but just similar tones here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop these pearls at the top. I have already taken that darker blue out for the bracelet. You've got a silver sea green, a silver, gunmetal grey, a lighter watermelon, and then a lighter coral. Okay, so sea green, silver, gunmetal, light watermelon, and light coral. What do you think to those 5 as well? And then of course I'll need to know which one you'd like on the pendant, and then just confirm for me if you're happy with the rest of the colours or if you'd like to swap some of those as well. The sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Gunmetal grey is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Lighter watermelon's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. So you'd like to have the sea green on the jewellery. Okie dokie. And then can you confirm, are you happy with the rest of the pearls? I'm just writing this down. So the earrings, there's no pearl. And then on the pendant, we're going to have the sea green. Yeah, I would say mostly she's been nice. We've had 1 or 2 not so nice ones, but she kind of made it up to those people. So that was nice for her. There is space if you would like to order. I am going to do an updated order list in a minute, just so then you guys can see if you would like to order. Oh, Bronnie, I'm sending healing vibes your way, Bronnie. I hope you're okay. Linda, you're very, very welcome. I'm glad you're happy with them all. Let's do your trick or treat here. So with this one, you have got a treat, and you have got a 20% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 20% off code you can use, and that will get sent across for you tomorrow, Linda, to the email address that's on the order form. You're very, very welcome, my lovely. Again, I keep going off camera. It's just because then I can top up everything. Okay. Mim is too quiet. Up next today is Lorna Wilson. Lorna, are you here? Oh, Donna, bless you. Lorna, hello. Lorna, we'll do your MIM spins, then your oyster opening together at the end, if that's okay. So, which character would you like, my lovely? And Linda, it really is. I'm glad you're happy, and it is truly a beautiful pearl. Like, I don't even think the camera was doing it much justice at all. Okay. Donate the shells. Oh, confused pumpkin. Sorry, all the comments came through at once then. Confused pumpkin, donate the shells. So let's bring you across and down. And in here you have got a pendant. Now this pendant is beautiful. It is I want to say it's the Raven's Moon pendant that's on the website. It has oxidized silver, so you've got darker and lighter silver design here. And it is, oh, please focus. The raven is sitting on this Celtic designed moon. Now the raven itself has got so much detail in amongst his feathers, his face, his body, and he is perched on that moon there. Now this one comes with one oyster opening, and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. It does actually sit at the top here and ends up sitting next to, sort of dropping slightly next to the raven's head. And it can move around, but that's sort of normally where it sits as you're wearing it. You love that one. Please let me keep it. Ooh. Right, let's dive in for your Mims pot of mischief. Da, da, da. No pearl swaps. Okay, that means you get to keep the pendant, my lovely, but there's no pearl swaps. However, you can choose to have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So if you're not happy with the pearl, we can, you don't have to have him on the jewellery, but you do get to keep the pendant itself. So highs and lows with that one. So donate the shells. With there being no pearl swaps, is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? Okay, so your mystery oyster. Oh no, you've got two oysters, because we're opening for your item of jewellery as well. I apparently cannot remember how many oysters everyone's having today. Shout at me, guys, if I get it wrong. Okay, so oyster number one. So this one here is no pearl colour swaps. This one for your other item of jewellery, obviously you can, but this one is a no. So whatever is on this one would be on or off that jewellery there. So there is your mother of pearl. Possibly hoping for something dark. It's not something dark. You have got a very pastel, lighter colour. There's no more in that one. I think I think that is pastel apple green. Possibly yellow. No, it does have a slightly more green tinge, if you like, to him, but very just off cream green there. And then, so that one, there's no pearl colour swaps. This one, of this for your other item of jewellery. Okay, so with this one here, there's your mother of pearl. Oh, and I can see a yellow. So you've got a lemon and lime opening there. There's no more in that one. So this one you have got a lemon yellow. And there is that one there. What do you think to these, Lorna? So with that pastel green, would you like that on or off your raven pendant? And then that yellow is for your other item. And of course, if you'd like to swap that, we can do so. Or if you're happy with that one, that's perfect as well. It's completely up to you. Oh! Thank you, Mim. The green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the lemon yellow is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. What do we think? Oh, green on and swap bridal white. Okay, and then you definitely like to have the bridal white on your other item. So there's the bridal white there. Just confirm that you're happy with that one. And then we're going to have the green on the jewellery. If I bring you back up here. Yes. Okay, perfect. Let me just write all this down for you, Lorna. Okay, so we're going to have white on there and green on there. Perfect, you're very welcome. If we do your trick or treat as well. Oh no, I had two then. There we go. Trick or treat, and you have got a treat. You've got a 10% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 10% off code you can use. And that will get sent across for you tomorrow as well. The green was a 7, I believe, from memory. I think that was a 7. Mim is staying until the end of October. So she is here for Halloween, but then she does have plans in Barbados. So then she is off. Okay, so shall I do, where are we on the order list? Up next today is Carol Gale. Carol, are you here? Oh, bless you, Michelle. I thought it was a 7. Carol, hello. Good evening to you as well. You've got a MIM Spins. Can you have Toothy Pumpkin and I can keep the shells. Okay, perfect. Thank you, my lovely. So let's go across to Mim, as you would like to have the Toothy Pumpkin. So in here he is, Mr. Toothy Pumpkin. Oh, let's bring you straight down. Now in here you have got a pendant, Carol. This pendant, again, you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery, and it comes with one oyster opening. This one is a silhouette, but it is a 3D silhouette, so it does have the design all the way around. So this is the ballet dancer. So as you can see here, then if we go around, you can see that her dress does flare out here, and then flipped around to the other side. So if she if I spin her, it's really hard to show you. If I hold it by her feet and get it focused. So one oyster opening, and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. I hope you're happy with that one, Carol. But again, let's go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief. And in here, put that jewellery back. So I'm afraid you cannot have that pendant. Then pick 2 bags to choose which jewellery you want. So we're going to have to put that pendant back. Then you need to pick 2 more characters, and then you get to pick between the jewellery that's in those new characters to decide which one you want, my lovely. Okay, so which 2 characters would you like? It is Linda, yes. The cat and the bat. The cat and the bat. So let's go down. Cat and bat. We'll open up the cat first. So you get to pick from either a crystal pendant. Now this is a crystal spike pendant. It's the slightly smaller of the 2 sizes which I have available, and this is a jet black crystal. It's got the diamond bail on this one. I love it with this pendant because it is that sort of gorgeous diamond shape, and then it goes into your black crystal. This one's the same on both sides, and again it comes with 1 oyster, and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So black crystal spike pendant, or inside Mr. Happy Bat here you have got a second pendant. Now this one is a silver pendant, and this one, the pearl does need to go on to the jewellery. So it comes with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl is definitely on. This one is a silver butterfly pendant, and your pearl goes in the middle, the centre of the butterfly here. So I think this one's called the open wings pendant. I may be wrong. So as you can see, it's got the cutouts, so the wings are the same on either side. Your antennae is where it comes up and joins the bail for the chain to go through. And your pearl is going to be set right in the centre there, where you can see that small pin and circle. So 1 oyster opening with the pearl on. I'll need to know which one you would like to keep, Carol. Would you like to keep the crystal pendant, or would you like to keep the butterfly pendant? Again, both come with 1 oyster opening. The butterfly, the pearl, it definitely needs to go on the pendant. And with the crystal, you can have the pearl on or off. That's going to be up to you. Can you keep the butterfly? Of course you can. So that one is pearl on. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Of course, Donna. Our next live would be on Sunday, my lovely. I hope you're okay. And you should get an email to confirm your booking, okay? So, your mystery oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can actually see on the side here, you have got a watermelon. Oh, I keep the shell. Sorry, Carol, you did say. There's no more in there. So you've got a watermelon pearl. Let me dry him up for you. So it's a slightly lighter watermelon. Now, if you're happy with this one, that's perfect. If you're not happy, I can, of course, swap him for a colour of your choice, my lovely. Completely up to you. If I run him through the board, your watermelon is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. That's beautiful. So just confirm, are you happy for that one to go on your jewellery? Just going to bring you back up again. Yes, very perfect. Let's do your trick or treat then. So with your trick or treat, you have got a treat and you have got a 20% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 20% off code that you can use, and that will be emailed across for you tomorrow. Thank you for the donations of your shells, Carol, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Okay. This one back here, he is indeed. Although I would say I never saw it as a dog, I saw it as a rat. Just because it's got a long like tail to him and it's got like the gnashy teeth at the front. I mean, I could grab him and pull him forward if you'd like to see what I mean. But yeah, I saw it as a rat. Carol, you're very welcome. Up next today is Amanda Lewis. Amanda, are you here? The order list you can find on the page. I have just updated it. So if anybody, your mistake. Oh no, it's quite far away. He is actually hidden. I'll see if I can grab him. Come here, little one. Ooh, don't bring all the green stuff with you, please. Here he is. Da, da, da. So yeah, because of his teeth at the front and his weird tail thing, it's like the rest of him's really hard and then this tail is like a rubber. I just don't like his tail. It's very movable. It's just so strange. But yeah, there he is. He is indeed very, very, yeah, rat-like, I think. Now I've just got his tail caught in one of the bags. Oh, there we go. There we go. Mim was definitely here last year, and I think he was here she was here the year before as well. But this is the first time we've done a MIM Spins, yes. Oh, Amanda, you're here. Hello, my lovely. You've got a MIM Spins, so let's go across. And you would like to have the bat and keep your shells. So your bat is here. Let's bring you down. So Mr. Happy Bat. And you have got a pendant in here, Amanda. This one comes with one oyster opening, and the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. There would indeed, Linda. She has got to come back each year. She has booked her in. Now this one, like I say, the pearl goes onto the jewellery, and the pearl sits in this centre swell. So the pearl, if you like, is in the centre swell. It swells out from that, comes up to a point, and then comes down and drops larger to join back into the central swell. Now that central swell does actually sit slightly higher, as you can see here. It sits slightly higher as well, so it does start in the middle with the pearl, swells out, comes to the top, and then carries on going up and round. So one oyster opening where the pearl does go on the jewellery. However, again, if we go back across to Mim's Pot of Mischief. Oh no, we're definitely going to go for the one that was in my hand, although one did sort of come out there as well. I will send you a stinky oyster to open at home. Oh, Amanda, I hope you're happy with that. So I will send you a stinky oyster to open at home. Let me write this down. Okay, beautiful. Oh, Shannon, bless you. Thank you for the donations with the stars there. Now, so you're going to have received that stinky oyster there, and then that means you get to keep this pendant, which has the one oyster opening, and pearl definitely on there. I'll top this bag up soon. So you'd like to keep your shells, which is absolutely fine. Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for? Do they stinky? Do they smell real bad? Some of them really do, Penny, but some of them, because I can't guarantee it's stinky, for me on the outside it looks visually could be stinky. So it's like a, I'd say 60-40 chance possibly that it's going to be stinky. Now some people who have, because you can order them on the website, some people who have ordered them have had stinky ones and some people haven't had stinky ones. So it's literally pot luck. And then, of course, the pearls inside are absolutely perfect. Now, oh, bless you. See, yeah, Tara, none of them smelled bad. But whereas, who did I watch? Sue earlier, she had 4, and one of hers were bad, and then the other 3 weren't so bad. So it is complete. Yeah, they look possibly stinky. Some are, some aren't. Right, sorry, Amanda. Hoping for possibly a purple. Quite a nice sharp pop there. So in here, there's your mother of pearl. And we've got a darker pearl there. And there's no more in that one. So I'm just going to clean this shell up for you. Then we'll have a closer look at the pearl colour as well. Now, you said you was hoping for a purple, so if you're not happy with this one, we can of course swap him for a colour of your choice. This one is a darker chocolate silver, so I'm just going to say it's a base silver, but you can see that he's got a slight chocolate tone to him as well. So that's going to be completely up to you, my lovely, and what you think and what you would like to do. Oh, they really did, Yvonne. I could smell those through the camera. The ones which couldn't hold their shape, they were definitely stinky. Right, your chocolate silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. What do we think to that, Amanda? I do indeed have a Cadbury purple. Oh, look at that purple. Oh my God. When I poured it out, that one caught my eye straight away. So double checking I didn't leave any on the tray. What do you think to that purple? That is a stunning purple. Of course, if that's not the correct shade, then that's absolutely not a problem. We can swap him for you. So am I, Tara. But Neil's got such a strong nose. He did such a good opening with those. That one's perfect, Amanda. Perfect. Right, I'm just wrapping this up and then I can bring you up and pop your pearl in here. So if I write down, we're going to have purple on there, and there's your name on your shells as well. So let's do your trick or treat. So with your trick or treat, my lovely, you have got a trick. So that means that there's nothing on the back there. But Amanda, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives, and the shells are nicely, safely wrapped up there as well. I'll put that up there for you. Yes, Linda, it's definitely worth a watch. I mean, everybody who is posting their videos is definitely worth a watch. I mean, I know I do have at least one waiting to be accepted in. I will accept those in tomorrow. I saw them come in. It's just I haven't had a chance to go on to accept them, so I'll go and have a watch and accept them in tomorrow. But I've definitely there've been quite a few each day so far, and they're all a good little watch if you've got time to go through the group to watch them. Of course I can. So Donna Marie has asked to be moved. I'll take her out the order list actually, because there we go, that's the order list there. I've posted it on the page as well, but that's the order list as it stands at the moment. He really was, Joanne. He really was. I mean, if he would like me to send him some more, I can do so if he'd like to do another video, because he was really good. Right. Up next then today is Lorraine Thompson. Lorraine, are you here? So actually at the moment there's 8 people on the order list. That's not too bad. The order list is still open if you would like to order, but do keep in mind, of course, where we are on that list. Sophie doesn't like things from the sea, Bronnie, like she couldn't touch, like she doesn't like wet sand and like sponges and that texture of the oysters. So I don't think she could, it's just a texture thing for her, bless her. So I don't think she would or could want to open an oyster, bless her. She can watch it, but yeah, to go and touch it, I don't know. I don't think she could. Oh, Lorraine, hello. Grumpy Cat from Mim and donate the shells. Okay, so we'll do Mim first, then we'll do your openings at the end. So Grumpy Cat first. Donate the shells. Mr. Grumpy Cat, where are you? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Okay. So let's go down. And oh, in here you have got a crystal pendant. Now this one you can have a pearl on or off the jewellery, and it comes with one oyster opening. This is the crystal starfish pendant, and this is in the mirror colour, which means it is Aurora Borealis, which means you can see yellows, blues and purples depending on where the light hits the pendant there. So overall starfish shape, quite a nice thicker pendant size. And then for example, if I put the glove behind it, you can see that gorgeous yellow. Go back to the card, you've got the blues and the purples and hints of yellow. So just depending on where the light catches, see if that's how it is when it's just hanging. Depending on where the light catches, it depends on what colour it is. If you chose to have the pearl on this one, it would be at the top and it could move around. But let's go back across to Mim's pot of mischief and see what she has got to say. Okay, no pearl swaps. So whatever pearls come out of this oyster, we cannot swap the colours. Now, like I said before, you can have a pearl on or off the jewellery. So if you do get a colour that you're not happy with, you don't have to have it on the pendant. But if you want a pearl on the pendant, it has to be the same colour that comes out of this oyster. So that will be the first oyster that we open. But you get to keep the pendant. So I hope you're happy with that itself, my lovely. And then all together, so you've got one oyster for this. So this oyster here is the no pearl swaps, and then you've got a further 4 oysters. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we'll open them all together. I hope that's okay with you. So I'm going to leave the no pearl swaps one there because we'll open him up first for you. Now, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there certain colours you're hoping for, Lorraine? That's not too bad. I mean, it is a beautiful pendant. Now, let's open. So this first oyster, we'll open him first. Whatever is in this oyster has to go on the pendant, or it doesn't have to go on the pendant, but no, we can't swap him, is what I mean. Okay, so. Oh, gorgeous deep pop there. Donate, hoping for Dove Grey and TARDIS Blues. There's your mother of pearl. I do, Suzanne, yes. And you're twinning. There's no more in that one. Now you're twinning here. Sorry, just grabbing. There we go. Twinning with Coral Twins. Now this one will go with the mirror crystal starfish, or you don't have to have them on there. They are Coral Twins, which are visually slightly different sizes. So the smaller of the two is slightly brighter and the larger of the two is slightly lighter. So you can see 2 slightly different shades there. So these 2 we can definitely not swap out, but they are gorgeous. So I hope you're happy with the colours themselves. And then moving on to oyster number 2. We've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Oh, of course we can. Shall we pause that and decide on the pendant first? Sorry, I think that's a good idea. So that one's paused. So this is the smaller, brighter one. And then this is the lighter, slightly larger one. That was the smaller one, and that's the larger one. Thank you, Erin. Pendant, no pearl. That's, of course, that's absolutely fine. Not a problem at all. Now, carrying on with this opening, I did take the top off. So there's your mother of pearl. And then in here, I can see a darker chocolate. There's no more in that one. So this one is slightly two-tonal. He's got a few lighter and darker areas there to him. Okay, so two-tonal darker chocolate. Your next oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here, we've got a darker pearl again, and there's no more in that one. So in here, he is a two-tonal silver, three-tonal silver, chocolate and olive green. So hopefully as you go around, you'll see silver, there's some olive green there. Then we move into the chocolate and back to the silver. So a three-tonal pearl there. And then still two oysters to go here, Lorraine. So moving on to your next oyster. Again, quite a nice deep pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And again, I can see a darker pearl, definitely a darker opening here. Let me have a squidge here for you. And there's no more in that one. Again, quite a nice dark chocolate. So you've got various different shades of the darker pearls there. So you can see they actually go really beautifully with the corals. And then moving on to your last oyster. Quite a nice lighter, sharp pop with that one. And there's your mother of pearl. In here, you've got a darker purple, quite a nice larger purple there. And again, there's no more pearls in that one. Okay. Lorraine, my lovely, what do you think? So we've already established that we're going to have no pearls on the jewellery, but you do have two other items that we need to know what pearl colours you'd like on there. Now, of course, if you're not happy with these pearls, we can swap them. Apart from the corals, we can't swap those. So your darker pearls, we can swap those if you're not happy. And then, of course, I'll need to know which colours you would like to have where. So if I run these through the board for you, I'll measure the corals as well. There's smaller, brighter corals, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6. Excuse me, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the lighter, larger corals, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. Two-tonal chocolates, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. Three-tonal chocolate, olive and silvers, not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The darker chocolate's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the dark purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. You can, my lovely. Now with the dub greys, I won't be able to swap those on the live. So if you're happy for me to swap them off the live, then that's perfect. It's just like I say, won't be able to swap them on the live just because I don't have them next to me. then if so, just have a look. Would you be happy with those blues there? Of course, perfect, my lovely. But the blues there, would you be happy with those as well? Mim, you are noisy. Dove greys on the spiral, perfect. So we're gonna swap darker pearls for Dove grey. Love, oh, Linda's love the blues. Lorraine, they are perfect. Perfect. So I'm just going to read everything just to confirm it for you, my lovely. So on the crystal pendant, we've got no pearls. On the stars, you've got the 2 blues. On the spirals, you're going to have 2 Dove greys, which I'll swap the 2 dark pearls I've left here for the Dove greys. And then you've got your 2 coral pearls as your loose pearls. I hope that's all correct, my lovely. Let me just pop these on here. What does Mim say? I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure if I listened I could work it out, but yeah, when she starts, not that I don't listen, it's just that she sees something, are you? All correct. Oh, bless you, Lorraine. I mean, they are beautiful earrings. They are, and they're so easy to wear as well, so I hope you like them once they arrive. If we do your trick or treat, so in here you have got a treat. You've got a 20% off code for the website, my lovely. So if you would like to order again in the future, you'll have a 20% off code that you can use. I hope you'll be happy for everything, once it arrives, and that's safe up there for you. She is not saying that, Sue. She is off to Barbados for Christmas. She may indeed even send us a picture. But she can't stay. I'm sorry, she can't. Up next today is Vicky McEvoy. Vicky, are you here? Oh, bless her. Not a problem, Lorraine. Well, that will get sent across for you tomorrow. But I hope you're both happy with everything. Vicky, hello, hello, hello. Now you also have a Mims Spins, so let's take you across, my lovely. And you would like to have the waving skeleton. Okay. Here he is. And let's bring you straight down. Good luck, Vicky. Oh, you have got a pendant. This pendant comes with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl does need to go onto the jewellery. Okay. Now this pendant does have a little bit of colour in him here, because he is a crystal butterfly. And in the wings, in the top wing you've got a blue crystal, and in the bottom wing you've got a yellow crystal. This is the side view of the butterfly, so you've got the antennae at the top, and then around the outside of each of the wings you've got encrusted with zircon crystals as well. This pin here is where your pearl is going to be, so it's like the butterfly has landed on your pearl there. So I hope you're happy with that one. However, again, if we go back across to Mim's Pot of Mischief, it's getting, they're all not in a nice line anymore, so it's quite hard to grab one. So in here you've got swap all of your pearls for different colours to what comes out of the oyster. Okay, so Vicky, you get to keep the pendant. I hope you're happy with that one. And then whatever pearl or pearls come out of your oyster, you have to swap them. Now you can swap them for pearl colours of your choice, so that is a big bonus. And then we do need to know which one colour you'd like to go on this pendant, because the pearl definitely needs to go on there. So I hope you're happy with that. The only downer with that one would be if a pearl colour comes out of this oyster that you really want, you still do have to swap it out for a different colour. So let's fingers crossed that a colour that comes out that you're maybe not so interested in, possibly. So you can swap it for one that you like. But I hope you're happy with everything there, Vicky. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? So you've got a slightly lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. Now I can see here you've got a larger, darker pearl there, and there's no more in that one. You will indeed, Manja, yes. So this one is a two-tonal silver and purple. You love the pendant, perfect. So this is, as you can see, two-tonal silver and purple. Now we do definitely have to swap this one out, I'm afraid, but you do get to pick which colour we add in, Vicky. So I'll measure this one, but which colour would you like to add in, which will go on that pendant? So the pendant does have the blue and the yellow in already, if that helps with your decision. Your purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Of course you can. So, sea green and TARDIS blue. Now with the sea green, I don't actually have any next to me, so I'm just digging. I've got a silvery sea green available I can show you. So there's a blue and a green. So there's the green. And the blue. Green. And blue. A brighter one. How about that one? Without moving into a sort of lighter blue. So if I show you here, that one is definitely brighter. Let me... Oh, sorry, let me get it focused for you. Is that more of a blue you're thinking of? That's perfect. Perfect. Okay, so I did just take the other two away, but if you're happy with that blue that I just added in as well, let me pop this on here for you. I'm glad you're happy with that, Vicky. Okay, so you also get a trick or treat, my lovely. In here with your trick or treat, you have got a trick. So that does mean that there's nothing on the back there, Vicky. Thank you for the donations with your shells, and I do hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And I've popped that safely up there for you. Oh, why can I never hang these up again properly? Perfect. That means up next today is Wendy Cotterill. Wendy, are you here? Vicky, you're very, very welcome. In November, we will be moving into Christmas. I'm afraid we get 2 months of Christmas themed. I absolutely love Christmas. So yeah, we get 2 whole months of Christmas themed. However, there will be various different games throughout the 2 months. We won't be sticking to the same one for the 2 months. So they will be changing throughout, which is I think quite nice, quite different. Christmas is coming. That's the wrong tune. I'm looking for Wendy Cotterill. Wendy, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It will bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anybody else can see Wendy, please comment on that comment because it will bring it forward. Excuse me, so I can see. Oh, hot tea. We definitely need a nod. Oh, you should see what I've got in the office, Dale. Do I show you? Do I not? It is for me as well, Penny. It is autumn is my favourite time of the year, and my favourite holiday by far is Christmas. I just love the feeling of Christmas. It just makes me happy. Like from now is like feeling Christmas happy until the end of December. I just love it. All right, I haven't seen Wendy, so we're going to move on. If she does come on, we can add her in, but it will be to the end of the order list. You'd like to see? Do I, don't I? Let me see if I can. Oh, it's nice to stand up, actually. I always forget once doing the live. I haven't actually opened. Come on, guys. Oh. Oh, it makes me so happy. Okay, so I might have to post a little picture because we need some names. So we have him. He's very, very happy. And we have, she's very, very happy. Oh, do not flash, please. Very, very happy. They make me happy. So yeah, they are here. Little sneak peek there for you. They really are. Right. Up next is Penny Ward. Penny, are you here? And Penny, I've just seen you. Hello. Bev and Trev. I feel like they need to be like Christmassy names, but I want clever names. So I know like Jingle and Tinsel and are all Christmassy, but I'd like a clever name. Like Evie is a clever name because like Christmas Eve, Evie. We'll see. I might do a post and then get a couple of names going, because yeah, I want them to be, I don't know, in my head they're going to be amazing. Penny, hello. Penny, you have got a Mims Spins. So let's go across. Which character would you like? Bella and Robin. Oh, I love Robin. Oh, I love Robin. Noelle. Oh, I love Noelle as well. Oh, yeah, I might have to do a post. Everyone's ideas are amazing. Penny, can you have Happy Bat donate the shells? Of course you can. Mr. Happy Bat is here. So let's go down. So, and in here, you have got some earrings. Okay, so Penny, these are the smaller semicircle hoop earrings. So they're actually stud back earrings, and then from the stud it comes round into a hoop. At the end of the hoop you've got this little ball, and then down here, this circle here is where your pearl gets fitted onto. So if I show you here, stud part here comes around to the hoop, and you've got this little section, and then your pearls are hanging from the bottom there. So it comes with 2 oyster openings. Excuse me. And your pearls definitely need to go onto the jewellery. However, let's go across to Mim's pot and see what she has got to say. So if we dive in here, no pearl swaps. Okay, so Penny, you get to keep the earrings. However, this card normally means no pearl swaps. Whatever comes out, you'll have to pop on the jewellery. But because you've got earrings, you can and will be allowed to swap one pearl to match another pearl of your selection. So then you do end up getting even coloured pearls on your earrings. Okay, so we can't swap all your pearls for you, but you will be able to swap one to match another one that's in the sand to get matching ones. So I hope you're happy with the earrings and you're happy with that. So that means you've got 2 oyster openings. Would you like, oh, I'm going to have to top this bag up. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours that you're hoping for? I'm just going to pop your MIM while I top this bag up. Hello, I am back. Okay, so 1 and 2. Donate the shells and possibly hoping for blues. Okay, so 1 and 2. Oyster number 1 penny. You've got a lighter pop there. Oh, and oyster number 1. There's a little bit of flesh on that side, but there's no pearls there. And then you've got a darker pearl here. And there's no more in that one. So your first one is a darker silvery chocolate. And then moving on to oyster number 2, it is a big oyster. We've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here, I can see straight away 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no more in that one, so you are quadding with your second oyster, which means, Penny, you've got 5 different colour pearls altogether, and you can swap one pearl to match another one. So you've got 5 different choices of colours. You've got a lemon yellow, a sea green, a coral, and a lavender. Now, I don't actually have any lavenders available to match at the moment, but the other colours I do. And sea green I wouldn't be able to match on the live, but I should be able to match off the live for you. So silver chocolate, yellow, sea green, coral and lavender. What do you think, Penny, and what would you like to do? If I run them through the board, the silver chocolate is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The yellow's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's not a 7, he's a 7.5. Sea green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. The coral is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he is a 7.5. What do you think, Penny? What would you like to do? To match the coral, of course you can. I might have to swap this off the live, just because coral is one of those colours that, if I show you, has got so many different shades of everything. So many different shades. And it's, yeah, it might take some daylight to go through. So would it be okay if I matched it off of the live, like my lovely? Thank you, Mim. Oh, bless you, Sue. Thank you for joining us today. So we're going to have corals on the earrings and swap the chocolate to match the coral, if that's okay to swap it off the live. Yeah, that's fine, perfect. There's definitely, as you saw, definitely not going to be a wait at all. It can definitely get swapped for you. It's just if I do it in the daylight, I think it's going to be slightly better with those tones. Are you happy? I've just stapled them on, but are you happy with the other colours as well? Whee! If not, I can swap them for you. And I'm going to do your trick or treat for you, Penny, as well. So your trick or treat, you have got a treat. You've got a 10% off code for the website. So if you'd like to order again in the future, Penny, you'll have a 10% off code. Oh yeah, you can't swap the others. Oh no. 10% off code for the website if you'd like to order in the future. It'll be emailed across to you tomorrow. Oh, I'm so sorry, Penny. Sarah's right. I'm afraid I won't be able to swap the lemon. I completely forgot. It's because I put the card away. Wrong way. There's no pearl colour swaps. No, yeah, I completely forgot as well. I'm so sorry. Normally I keep the card out until after the opening just to remind me. But yeah, there was no pearl colour swaps, so I shouldn't have asked. I do apologise. But I hope you're happy with everything there. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well. And that's safe up there for you. Robin and Claus. Ooh. I think I'm going to do a post and then get everyone's names. I might get my kids to pick the names as well. Because Aurora said to me, Aurora's my daughter. You're very welcome, Penny. And she said to me, is there going to be a competition this year? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, last year you asked everybody, so all you guys, to post photos of your pumpkins. And then my kids picked out the winner from the pumpkins. She's like, it's going to be competition because I really liked picking the winner. I was like, well, I can post and ask if you guys want to do a pumpkin competition. I think the winner got a small prize. It was just show us your pumpkin carvings, and then my kids picked one. So yeah, I might see if they want to pick a name as well. Up next to Penny's trick or treat was 10%. Yeah, 10% off. Up next today is Maria Hunt. Maria, are you here? Maria, hello. You've got a MIM Spins. So can you have the ghost and donate your shells? Of course you can. Let's go across to MIM. A ghost is right at the front here. So let's bring you back. And in here, you have got a cage pendant, Maria. Now, this cage pendant comes with one oyster opening, and you will be able to swap and change your pearls around inside this cage if you've got any loose pearls at home or if you get any in the future. Now, this is the flick cage pendant. So overall, it is a simple cage. So all the way around this, you can see your pearl through here. And then at the front, you've got these two little flicks, and that's why it's called the flick cage pendant. So let's go across to Mim's pot of mischief and see what she's... Oh my god! That actually scared me. My hand actually... What's she doing? Mim, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. Mim's gone again. What do I do? I'm going to dive in for this card. She's having a little moment. I'm having a little moment. She's having a moment. Okay, so Maria. Oh. So you've got your cage pendant here. Now you get to choose. You can either choose to have an oyster opening, keep all your pearls. So if you're happy with this pendant, you'd have an oyster opening with this pendant. Then you get to have a second oyster opening as well. Or you can... I might have to stop her. Or you can pick again from the tower, so pick another character and then pick either this item or the new item once you see it. So either have an extra oyster opening and keep the pendant you have, or pick another character from the tower and then choose between the two items of jewellery. I don't know what, I'm going to have to stop her, aren't I? Otherwise she's going to be going. I feel a little bit freaked out, I'm not going to lie. Right, let's go back. I'm just going to wait to see what you're going to say, Maria. And then I'm going to go sort Mim out. In fact, I'm going to sort Mim out. Let me just put you on that screen. No, Mim needs to just be off for a little while, I think. She just... Mindy, you're still on, but yeah, Mim's just checking out for a little while. She'll be back again next live. I can't pick for you, Maria, bless you. So if you're happy with this cage, you just choose to have an extra oyster opening, so that means you'd have two altogether. Or if you'd like to choose between the jewellery, you can pick another character and then pick either this one or your new piece. So it just depends on what you'd prefer to do, my lovely. She's all mimmed out. I mean, she has been extremely vocal this evening, hasn't she? She has been over mimmed, if you like. It actually made me jump though. Oh. Sorry, Sarah. Another oyster, Maria. Perfect. So you're happy with that cage, and we're going to have two oyster openings all together then. Okay, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? So 1 and 2. Oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. Oh, and I could just see a pearl's popped out just as I opened it up there. It popped out the side. So there's your mother of, I can keep the shell, bless you, thank you. Now you've got a sea greeny blue popped out there. However, I can see there's no more in that one. You are twinning. Now you're twinning, one's more of a sea green and one is more of a sea green blue. Now I think you'll definitely be able to see the difference there. Look at those. Gorgeous twins to start with. Then moving on to oyster number 2. Lighter pop there. Now there's a little bit of a pearl blister on that side. And in here, and there's no more in that one. So we've got a darker pearl there. And he is a darker deep purple. Okay, what do you think to these, Maria? If you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can of course swap them for you. If I run them through the board, the more sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. The more sea greeny blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And the purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. What do you think and what would you like to do? Swap the purple for a black cherry, of course, and are you happy with the other two? Are you happy with that one there? So are you happy with that green, sea blue and black cherry? Just going to bring you back up. However, if they're not the correct shade, do let me know and I can still change them. If anyone can see Maria's comments, please comment on that comment for me because it will bring it forward so I can see. The green on a hoop fitting, of course I can. And you're happy with the other colours, my lovely? Oh, more black. Sorry, the comments aren't fully coming through. So you'd like a darker black cherry. Are you happy with that one there instead? I'm just again, oh, that's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna have invoice for the sea green on a hoop. That invoice will get sent across for you tomorrow, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. Happy with the other two colours there as well, which is perfect. So if I pop these on here, then we'll do your trick or treat. So in here, your trick or treat, you've got a treat. You've got a 10% off code for the website. So again, I hope you're happy with that. And if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 10% off code that you can use. You're very, very welcome, Maria, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. Up next today is Sarah Jacks. Sarah, are you here? Oh, why are we blurry? I had to turn you off because you was being different. Oh, Sarah. She moved to the other side, huh? Sarah, hello. You have got a MIM Spins, so let's go across. Can you have the cat? You can indeed. So the cat is this one here. Let's bring you back. So in here, you have got a pendant, Sarah. Now this pendant comes with one oyster opening. And the pearl would definitely need to go onto the jewellery. Okay, so if you have a look here, this is overall a circle. And then in the centre, you've got an off-centred circle in the middle. Your pearl, as you can see, will be hanging from that pin, which is dangling in the centre there. So the pearl would sort of move around in the middle. And then around the outside, you've got hearts in the bordering between the two circles. I hope you're happy with that one, Sarah. So it comes with one oyster opening and the pearl goes on the jewellery. However, if we go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief, and in here, swap, this one's come out a couple of times today, swap all of your pearls for different colours to what comes out of the oyster. So again, you get to keep that pendant, which I hope you're happy with, but whatever pearls come out of that oyster, we have to swap for different colours. So I hope whatever comes out you're not happy with in a way. So then when you swap it, you get to pick which colour then goes on that pendant. Okay, so if we open up your oyster, would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Mystery oyster. You've got a lighter pop there. There's your mother of pearl. And in here, donate the shells. Perfect. and there's no more in that one. On the Let's Go Down camera. I love that. Now, Sarah, the colour you've got here is a darker gunmetal grey. So this one we definitely have to swap out. Okay, so I'll just need to know which colour you'd like to swap in and then to have on that pendant there. I'll still measure this one for you. He's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He is a 7.5. Which colour would you like to swap him to? I do, Penny, yes. So you'd like to have a dark black cherry or a deep red. Okay, have a look at this one here for me. Would this be the correct shade that you're looking for? Yep, that's perfect. Well, I hope you're happy with that. Let me just pop that in here for you, Sarah. You also get a trick or treat as well. So again, if you'd like to order in the future, potentially use this on your order. Let's see what you get. You have got a treat. You've got a 10% off code. So you can use that in the future and it'll be emailed across for you tomorrow to the email address that's on the order form. Sarah, thank you for the donations with your shells. And again, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's on there. That's right, Samantha. The stinky oysters have got a massive discount on them because they are potentially stinky. So, yeah. But the pearls are exactly the same. So you do get the pearls for a massive discount in a way, that way, if you think about it that way. Sarah, I'm glad you're happy. Up next today is Michelle Mould. Michelle, are you here? Michelle, hello, hello, hello. You have got a MIM Spins. You would like the witch and to keep your shells. Okay, so your witch is right here. Let's bring you down. So in here, you have got a pair of earrings. Now these earrings are quite hard to show. They are the thread through heart earrings. So they do come with 2 oyster openings and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So these are the puffed hearts on the bottom here. Now with these being thread through earrings, you've got this silver bar at the bottom. You've got this silver bar at the bottom there. Okay, so that bit you start to thread through your ear and then you actually pull it through until the chain is through the ear as well. and then you can then stop once your earrings are like so. Okay, now when I first did it, it felt, I thought it felt weird, but really it's exactly the same as wear earrings. You just pull them through until they're sitting where you'd like them to sit. So like I said, it comes with 2 oyster openings, and you have the pearl on or off the jewellery there. However, let's go back across to Mim and see what she's got to say in her pot of Mischief. So in here, change your pearls for shades of blue. Okay, so you've got 2 oyster openings, and whatever pearls come out, you have to change them all for shades of blue. You do get to pick what shades of blue they are, which also means if you'd like to have pearls on the jewellery, they have to be a blue shade. So I hope that's okay as well. And then of course, you get to keep the earrings. So I hope you're happy with those, Michelle. So 2 oysters here. You'd like to keep your shells. Now this first shell I can see is damaged already, so half of it is coming away. So this shell may fall apart as I open him further, but I will try and keep as much of him as I can. So like I said, this one's already... Oh, bless you, Michelle. Oh gosh, and there hasn't actually been many earrings that have come out tonight. Donate this shell. Okay, perfect. I was going to try and pull it apart. Okay, so donate this shell. It's just a piece of the shell in the middle there as well. There we go. So if we have a squidge in here. Oh. There's no more in that one. You have got a sea green. So we have to swap this for a shade of blue. But first pearl out is a sea green. And then moving on to oyster number 2. So we'll keep this shell for you. Lighter pop there. Oh, and a purple. Runaway. There's your mother of pearl. However, 2, 3, 4. You are quadding. We have to change all of these for shades of blue, Michelle. Now this shades of blue card can be a massive hinder, or it can heighten an opening. I suppose it depends on the person. Now as you've got 5 pearls and we have to change them all for blues, oh, I hope you're okay with that. It's weird how MIM works, isn't it? Now I will still go through these colours for you as well. But do keep in mind that we do have to swap all of them out. So I'll need to know which kind of shades of blues you'd like to go for. You've got an autumn peach, a sea green, a lavender and a dark purple. And then of course the sea green at the top there as well. I suppose if I start by asking, would you like pearls on or off the earrings? Because if on, I can start thinking about what 2 shades I've got which would match. If off, I could possibly go for 5 different shades of blue if I can find any. It's up to, or obviously whatever you would like to do, Michelle. So your sea green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. Autumn peach is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He's a 7. Apple green's not a, no, Yeah, Autumn Peach. Apple Green's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. Lavender is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5. And the Dark Purple is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, he's a 7.5 as well. I remember that, Bronnie, you did. You didn't have your ears pierced, and then you ended up getting your ears pierced. I remember that. Are you still happy with that decision? Okay, and would you like to see all of those blues now, my lovely? Which is absolutely fine to do so. I'm just asking. Okay, all of you guys, let's move you over there. So we're going to have 2 TARDIS blue for the jewellery. Do you guys match? Oh, you're just slightly different colours there. Surprise you. Okay, so let me bring you back up. Let me have a look. Oh, hang on, no, let me show you the blues I have got. So are you happy with those blues on the jewellery there? And then 3 random blues, possibly 2 tonal. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that in the morning once I start processing the orders, if it's okay. Just because you've said to surprise you, it means then I can have a proper look through and see if we've got some really unusual blues for you. But just confirm, were you happy with those blues for the earrings? They're fine. Okay, perfect. So I've got that down for you. Of course, there's definitely not going to be a weight on the blues or anything like that. It's just I'm going to do it in the mornings just to find you some quite unusual ones if I can. If we dive in for your trick or treat card, Michelle, and in here you have got a trick. So there's nothing there, I'm afraid, but of course I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. Thank you for the donations of the first shell, but I have wrapped up your second shell for you as well. So I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. There we go. And up next then today is Taylor Kelly, Taylor, ever so sorry, my lovely. It's getting to that time of night where I can't talk properly, so I do apologise. Oh, oh, Michelle, oh, bless you. I'm sorry. Oh, right. Taylor, hello. This oyster opening's for your daughter, Isla. She's here with you now. Hello, Isla. So, please can she keep her shells? Of course she can. And if possible, could you see what the pendant is? I won't be able to show it now, I'm afraid. Normally, if I can show the jewellery, I normally get asked beforehand. And with that item, I obviously do have it here, but I won't be able to get it now just because MIM and everything is set up, so I actually have to move MIM to get some bits out. So I won't be able to get it now, I'm afraid. but I hope that's okay. I can say what it is for Isla if you'd like me to instead, my lovely. But you guys have got one oyster opening and you'd like to keep your shells. Is there a certain colour that you are hoping for at all? So let's go down. So, oh, you'd like, oh, before I open that, so the item which you have got, Isla, is the puppy pendant. So it's, if I remember correctly, it has got the puppy outline and your pearl sits at the top of the puppy there. And then of course it will be on your necklace as well. So if we go back down, you're hoping for a blue. So you've got a softer pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And if we have a squidge, ooh, you've got a chocolate bronze. And there's no more in that one. Okay, so a chocolate bronze, my lovely. Now, of course, you're hoping for a blue, so we can swap this for a blue if you would like to. Or if you're happy with this one, that's perfect as well. I'm just cleaning this up for you, then I'll hold up your pearl so you can see. They're just out of stock at the moment, Kay. I had a bad, or not a bad, I had a funky batch which smelt funky. So they're just not here at the moment, but they will be back again soon. So Isla, we've got a chocolate bronze pearl here. What do you think to this one? If you would like to swap him, then of course we can do so. Or if you're happy, that's perfect as well. So if I run him through the board for you, your chocolate bronze is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. You can indeed. So you'd like to see TARDIS, Pepsi, bright icy blue, and a lighter icy blue. Okay, so you've got TARDIS, Pepsi, bright icy blue and light icy blue. Are any of those what you're looking for? The bright icy blue, of course. That one is yours. So if I bring you back up here, just so I can wrap those shells up and write this down for you. Okay, so brighter icy blue is going, oh, yep, I can measure it as well. Of course I can. Let's go back down. So your icy blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5. He is an 8. I've wrapped up your shells for you as well. And if we do your trick or treat card, your trick or treat, you have got a treat. You've got a 15% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 15% off code you can use. I hope you're both happy with that, Talia. And of course, Isla as well. I've wrapped up your shells there. And I'm sorry I couldn't show you the puppy pendant this evening, but I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. You're very, very welcome, both of you. Okay, up next then today is Rachel Jones. Rachel, are you here? Rachel, hello. You've got a MIM Spins. I've got your loyalty cards as well, so we'll add those on at the end. So with your MIM Spins, which character would you like, my lovely? Can you have the grumpy cat again? Okay, so your grumpy cat, Rachel. Let's bring you back. Good luck, my lovely. You've got a bracelet this time. So Bracelet is a black adjustable cord bracelet, and this one is the phases of the moon. So starting on the both outer edges, you've got the different phases of the moon going into a full moon in the centre of the bracelet there. This one you can have a pearl on or off the jewellery, and if on, it does go towards the either end there. So I hope you're happy with that one. But again, if we go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief and dive, just giving it a nice mix, dive in here and bringing you back across. Put that jewellery back and try again. Okay, so you cannot have the bracelet. Please pick another character because we have to put that jewellery back and try again, Rachel. Hungry Ghost. Okay, so the Hungry Ghost is this one here. So again, if I bring you back again, good luck with this one, my lovely. And you have got a crystal pendant. Now, this crystal pendant comes with one oyster opening, and again, you get to pick whether you have your pearl on or off the jewellery. Now, this is the rectangle growing crystal pendant, and this is in the mirror design again, so you can see purples, yellows and blues in it. So let's get this focused. So in the center you've got that sparkle growing crystal sparkle in the center. Okay, around the outside you've got that mirror effect, which has got purples, yellows and blues depending on where the light hits it. On the reverse side, again, purples, yellows and blues, and you can see the backing of that crystal, growing crystal there. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that one. If you have the pearl on this one, it sits at the top and can move around. Now that means you've got 1 oyster opening with the pendant, and then you've got the 3 loyalty cards. So that's 4 altogether. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells, my lovely? And are there certain colours you're hoping for? That was the chat. Okay, so oyster number 1. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, donate and see what comes out. Perfect. Now, first oyster nestled right in there. You are twinning. There's no more in that one. And twinning with bright, deep, bright coral pearls. So let me pop these in here so you can see. Gorgeous brighter coral twins to start with there. Moving on to oyster number 2. This one's had a slight opening there, so I am just going to see if we can get him open. So there is your mother of pearl, and I can actually see a little bit of a peepers possibly to the side there, and you are twinning for a second time. There's no more in that one, and you're twinning with darker chocolate bronze twins. Now again, visually these may be slightly different shades. These are the new, this is the new oyster delivery, so they do look like they're slightly larger than what we had earlier. Moving on to your next oyster. Lighter pop there. And in here, there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but you can see that there's no pearls there. I can, however, see a little peeper down the bottom there. I'm just having a squidge for you, and there's no more in that one. Now this one here looks like a midnight blue pearl. He is indeed a midnight blue. Why won't this focus? There we go. And then moving on to your last oyster. Softer pop there, Rachel. Oh, and a slight runaway. So there's your mother of pearl. Slight runaway went under the oyster there. Oh, and you are twinning for a third time, and there's no more in that one. So 4 oysters, 3 sets of twins, and 1 single pearl. If I dry these up for you as well. Now these blue twins are definitely different sizes, and they're gorgeous, darker, deep TARDIS blue twins. So coral twins, chocolate bronze twins, a midnight blue, and twinning TARDIS blues as well, Rachel. What do you think to all of these, my lovely? Now, if you're happy, I'll need to know if you'd like to have a pearl on or off the jewellery. If on, which colour would you like? And if you're not happy, we can swap the pearls for you. Chocolate bronze number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5. Chocolate bronze number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. Oh, he's a runaway. Not a 7.5, not an 8. He's an 8.5, so they're measuring the same size there. Coral number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Coral number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. The Midnight Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And then the visually smaller TARDIS Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And the visually larger TARDIS Blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8, he's an 8.5. So they are measuring different sizes there. That dark purple or that dark purple. Oh, number 1 or number 2. Number 1 or number 2. Of course you can. And then, are you happy with the rest of the pearls? And would you like a pearl on or off the jewellery, my lovely? Yeah, Wendy, I can add you back in, my lovely. That's not a problem. You're very welcome. I'm just going to bring you up, Rachel. However, like I said, if you'd like to swap any more, that's absolutely fine. And I just need to know if you'd like to have a pearl on or off. If anyone sees Rachel's comments, please comment on it for me, because then it will bring it forward so I can see, just in case Facebook's filtering it out. Oh, very happy. So was that a pearl on or off the jewellery, my lovely? Oh, thank you, Samantha, for commenting on that. Could I surprise you with one on? I can indeed. Perfect. So if I do your trick or treats card, my lovely, and in here you have got a trick card. So that does mean that there's nothing on the back there. But Rachel, I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. That's safe up there. And thank you ever so much for the donations of your shells as well. Okay, and up next today is Manja Heinesen. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Manja, are you here? Rachel, you're very welcome. Hello, can you have the skeleton? Of course you can, Manja. So you have got a MIM Spins and you would like to have the skeleton. Here he is. So if I bring you back across and in here, you have got a crystal pendant as well. Your crystal pendant comes with one oyster opening and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery here. This one is the largest sized raindrop crystal pendant that we do. And it is in a purple amethyst colour. So you can see it's on a long drop bail and it is a large amethyst raindrop crystal pendant. So it's different shades of purple depending on where the light hits it. If you choose to have the pearl on the pendant, it actually sits at the top here and then would be able to move around at the top as well. So I hope you're happy with that. However, if we go back across to Mim and dive in here and see, they're all shaped everywhere, so it's harder to grab one. See what she has to say. Have a bonus pearl colour of your choice. Okay, so we're going to do your oyster opening, my lovely, and then you get to have a bonus pearl as well. So you get to pick an extra pearl for free, a colour of your choice. So I hope you're happy with that, which means you get to have one oyster opening altogether with this one. Would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? And is there a certain colour that ever so sorry, my microphone ran out of battery. So twinning with sea green twins here. That was the chair. No, it's not you, it's my my battery runs out after 4 hours, so we're just coming up to 4 hours now. So twinning sea greens, my lovely. Are you happy with this colour? If so, that's perfect. If not, we can swap it for you. And then you also get to pick another colour to have as a bonus as well. So I'll need to know which bonus colour you would like as well, my lovely. Sea green number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. Sea green number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. over the moon with those. Perfect. Which bonus colour would you like as well? What do you think? And if anybody can see Manja's comment, please comment on that comment because it will bring it forward so I can see. I'll also need to know, my lovely, if you would like to have a pearl on the jewellery, which colour that would be, or if you prefer to have no pearls on the jewellery. So which bonus pearl colour you would like. And what's my favourite colour? My favourite colour is green. Yeah, my favourite colour is green. So I'll need to know which bonus colour you would like, and then if you'd like to have a pearl on the jewellery, which colour you would like that to be. Again, if anybody can see Manja's comments, please comment on it for me. Oh, bless you, Samantha. Yes, I would go for this one. I know, I just dropped a pearl. I'll grab it afterwards. I've gone for a lighter grape purple, so I reckon that one goes beautifully. Would you be happy with that one there, my lovely? Yes? Okay, so if I bring you back up again, where are we? I'm sorry I couldn't see your comments, my lovely. It's not you, it's just sometimes Facebook filters them and it drives me crazy. But we got there in the end. So we're going to have the purple on the jewellery, And then you've got your bonus greens as well. Just going to write that down, so purple on there. You get your trick or treat as well. So in here you have got a treat. Where is the camera? There we go. You've got a treat. You've got a 20% off code for the website. So if you would like to order in the future, you'll have a 20% off code you can use, and that will be emailed across for you tomorrow. I hope you're happy with everything, my lovely, and thank you very much for the donations with your shells as well. Okay, perfect. And up next then today is Wendy Cotterill. Wendy, are you here? Manja, you're very, very welcome. Wendy, hello. Wendy, you have got 2 MIM spins. Which 2 characters would you like? Which 2 characters? Can you have confused pumpkin? You can indeed. And can you have the hungry ghost? Okay, so let's go down. Confused pumpkin and hungry ghost. If we do the confused pumpkin first for you. And in here you have got a pendant. So this is the I love you to the moon and back pendant. So it is a scripted pendant. Overall it is a disc shaped pendant. So it is a circle. On the reverse side it is a plain disc. And on this side it says I love you to the moon and back. And then it has a heart at the bottom. It is scripted, so it is engraved with those wordings. It's just extremely reflective, as you can see. So I'm just trying to get it at a point where you can see it here. This one comes with 1 oyster opening, and you can have the pearl on or off the jewellery. So I'm just trying to hold it at an angle where you can see. Okay, so I hope you're happy with that. However, again, if we go across to Mim's Pot of Mischief, which one is it? That one. Okay, so you have here, have a bonus red pearl. Okay, so you get a bonus red pearl. So this pearl can go on the jewellery if you wanted, or it can just be a loose pearl for you. It just cannot be swapped out. So there is your red pearl. And then moving on to your bag number 2. So this is the Hungry Ghost. And in here you have got a Halloween themed pendant. So this is one of the new pendants on the website, and it is our Medusa pendant. So this one's got lots of detail. It's like a 3D head coming out, so it's flat on the back, and then it's the 3D face coming out of the pendant. Now she's got lots of detail on her. She's got the snakes coming out of her hair, lots of detail within her face here. Hopefully you can see that. They're very hard to get on the camera here just because of the lighting and all the detail. Again, this one comes with 1 oyster opening, and the pearl goes towards the top of the pendant there. However, if we go back across to Mim's Pot of Mischief, as you can see, they're all moving around in there now, just because, if I show you before I show you this, here are all the ones that we've used. So there's a bit of room in there for them to wiggle. Change your pearls for shades of blue. Okay, so that means you get to stick with this pendant as well, Wendy. However, with the second oyster that we open, we have to swap them for shades of blue. And then if you'd like to have the pearl on the jewellery, it would have to be the blue one on that item. Or you can have the pearl loose, but it does still have to be changed for blues. So this oyster here needs to be changed for shades of blue. So this one here, I'll pop it at the bottom because we'll open him second. First oyster is for your first pendant, and you can swap the pearl colours there if you would like to. So oyster number 1, quite a nice sharp pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And I can see a brighter icy blue, Wendy. There's no more in that one. So a gorgeous, brighter icy blue to start with. Of course, you've already got that red in the sand as well, as you got the bonus red pearl. It's a really bright red, actually. And then moving on to oyster number 2. So whatever is in here, we have to change for shades of blue. So softer pop. And you are twinning. I can see down the bottom, twinning with darker sea green twins, Wendy. And there's no more in that one. So darker sea green twins. Oh, I hope your daughter will be happy with it, my lovely. Now the workaround is because you can swap your first blue, you can swap your first blue for one of the greens if you wanted to. If not, you do have to swap out both of those greens for different shades of blue. So it's completely up to you what you'd like to do. And then of course I'd need to know if you'd like pearls on or off the jewellery. So you've got the I Love You to the Moon and Back pendant, and you've got the Medusa head pendant as well. If I run these through the board, your red pearl is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. The icy blue pearl is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, he's a 6.5. And then the sea greens that we have to swap out for blues are not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And number 2 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7 as well. So what shades of blues would you like to add in for those? Moon and Back, icy blue, perfect. And then you prefer darker blues. I've grabbed these two which were in the swap pot. This is a Pepsi and a TARDIS blue. If you'd of course like me to swap for even darker blues than that, I can definitely do so. Are you thinking pearl on or pearl off the Medusa pendant? Oh, those blues are perfect, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back up again. Pearl on or pearl off? And if pearl on, which shade would you like? Pearl off, perfect. Okay. I feel like a wax on, wax off moment. Pearl on, pearl off. Right, let me just write this down. So the I Love You icy blue pendant. The head, we're going to have no pearl. If we do your trick... Bob!
Juice?
No, take that, please.
Okay.
And can you take this mug as well? Right, sorry, Aaron made me jump.
No.
It's been a freaky evening. No. Thank you. Your trick or treat. You've got a trick. That does mean that there's nothing on the back there, Wendy. But I hope you're happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Sorry for shouting. I'm sorry. He opened the door and he scared me. It just made me jump. I didn't see him come in. Sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. Normally, I see, like, I've got the blind open slightly, so I'd see, like, the garden light come on if he goes in the garden or something, but I didn't see anything, so it just was I didn't hear him, I didn't see him, it was just a complete surprise. Sorry, Sarah. Sorry, everybody. Oh, gosh. Oh. I'm a little bit on edge from Mindy earlier when they both started. And did you hear? Mindy just went off then. Did you hear her? Oh, right. I'm all like twitchy. Right, that has brought us to the end of the live though for today. Wow. Thank you all for watching. Sorry if I just woke anybody up by getting a little bit freaked out. We're going to be live again on Sunday evening. So, sorry, Natalie. Oh no, bless him. I hope your husband's okay. Oh gosh. If you'd like to order for Sunday, we'll be live from around 7:30 p.m. I hope you all have a brilliant weekend and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.